who's the main character of my life again? Step 1, cleansing away all that is not me. All the identities I've taken on that I have felt like I needed to take on, that I felt like I didn't have a choice but to take on. Anything that is outside of the feeling of wholeness that I have inside of me in this moment, and burning it away. Away, 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 away. This is my journaling practice that honestly I owe like so much for all of the shifts that I've made in discovering who I am over the last few years. And it's a process of just like daily coming in and connecting with how do I feel today in this moment. What do I desire today? What is it that I'm moving toward? What am I feeling like I'm not as certain about today? What am I feeling like I need more guidance in today? And it's really a self check-in each day. And so this usually takes about 2 pages here. And so there, that's what came out today. And now what we're gonna do is shift over here to my computer and my website. And what I'm looking at here is updating my site. Okay, so here we're on the home page of my site. And yeah, so what I want to change here is that I want when people come on here, I don't want it to be just language learning. And although it's like, okay, self-discovery and different language and this and that, like that's cool, but I want and then this is all like what I currently have up here, and my YouTube channel, some videos I highlighted, the blog that is like language learning really, and I want to show, and then Pinterest, that one is weird, it's all like small, that's odd. Okay, and then down here on the bottom, all of these links too that go to these products, that go to these pages, everything. This workshop, like that needs to change, and terms and conditions, look at those another time. But yeah, I want this to be like, come on here and see, wow, Sarah is a coach, she's a mentor, she has these different products in these different areas, she does language learning, she does this, she does that, and you know, Kundalini and karate and all these pieces. So that's going to be my goal here, is to shift this. And I want this to really encompass like all of who I shifted into, because I started at language learning, I started just language learning. I started just Spanish, and then I brought into language learning, and now I'm broadening even more to language and Kundalini yoga and personal development, karate, especially now that I have my black belt in karate. And I am looking into, like, I want my brand to show me. I want it to show, like, this is Sarah. This is not just language learning. This is Sarah. And Sarah is a martial artist. Sarah is a coach, a mentor for all of these people who come into her programs. And, like, I am, and this is another statement too, like, I am a writer, an artist, a reader, a creator, like I said, a coach. Like, I am all of these things, and what I'm really doing here is building this brand that encompasses all of me. And so I'm going to make some shifts to my website here to reflect that. And right now we have all of these old pieces. So, like, book, I have this as an old piece. This is one of my first pieces here. And this is my book. It has a video, my old house, and then if we scroll down, we see all of this, like, information about the book, and this is the sales page for this, and people can buy this here, add to cart. And so this is my first product, digital product. And then we have the study shop, and within the study shop we have these, like, don't mind all the, like, odd tabs here, like taxes and, like, olive trees and yeah, I know, but yeah, I go off on something and then I'm like, I go down a rabbit hole on, like, olive trees I did one day. But anyway, study shop. So on here we have the products that are just going to exist here. Like, this page I don't think I'm going to do anything to. I'm just going to move the page so that it's not, like, up here, I think, because I don't want these to be quite like this, because if there's more, then they start to, like, stack, and then if there's yeah, and then they stack and this gets too big, so I might just adjust where this is and keep it kind of like have a language learning corner on my site. And so here, let's go back, we have, study plan, we have world, what's this, language of the world, and then the language journals, and, like, this has been one of my best sellers here, the language of the world. So this is really good because language journaling has really ranked more on my site, and on my site on YouTube, it's, like, been ranking more, and then the language journals, like, it just has been a good area. People have been buying these and becoming bilingual. Language journals and becoming bilingual, those have been, like, my two top selling products. And so you have all these individually and then together. And I'm just gonna leave these, I think, because they're already done. Like, you add them to the cart, you buy them, it sends them, and it's set up. So there's really, like, why mess with something that works? And then this is the Rockin' language. This is, like, my first step into, I feel like, bridging language learning and, like, spirituality and this aspect of my business and the crystals and everything. And yeah, that is gonna stay up there. Plant language, this is where I was going into this olive tree thing. But anyway, this is going to stay up here. So yeah, this is this page. And part of the challenge here is that I'm shifting into this right now. And all these pieces are beginning to come together. Like, I have a full on, either way, business model of actually what this is going to look like. You guys want to have, like, a sneak peek in here? You do, you really do. You do want to have a sneak peek in here. All right, so let's jump in. So let's have this shift over here into my business model. And all right, so at the very top here is 1-to-1. It's in pencil. I always find that I'm writing in pencil because I don't know, I feel safer writing in pencil, easier to fix. But I will, yeah, I'll talk to what we can't see here. 1-to-1 is at the top. So these are people who work with me 1-to-1, and they are, like, my closest people. I talk to them every day, Monday through Friday, on the voice notes and Voxer that I use, and I create custom resources for them. I meet with them one-to-one. We have sessions that are like, we have coaching sessions, and we have different pieces of like Kundalini yoga integrated in there, different practices. Like, I am fully in supporting the people, and this is like 3 to 5 people, like that's my maximum at this, and this is like a premium program, and the investment level for this program is also like up there for that because of the intensity of it and because of my time and my energy and everything that goes into it. So this is at the very top, and as I mentioned, not a ton of people going in through here. Here we go. Loading. This is off my site. So this I built using Canva page, and he did that because, well, my mentor recommended it. Like Canva, she was like, Canva's fucking amazing, like, let's try it, and like, you should try it, and hers were there, and like, alright, yeah, it really is. So, this is my one-to-one program right now, and this is like top tier program, and I am accepting people into this program right now, but yeah, it's a top tier. So, Unapologetically You, right, and then this is what my work looks like right now. There's me, right? So I built this sales page, and I have different options, like different buttons for people to click into that take them to booking into a call, and it's yeah, to apply essentially for one-to-one, because a one-to-one is like, it's a really close relationship, and so this program works differently than these courses and these memberships that I talked about in the rest of this video, or that I will talk about in the rest of this video, depending on where this piece gets inserted. But this is my one-to-one, and so some of the things that I work with my one-to-ones on, and also that I create different pieces within my courses to support people on, is one, like self-connection, right? Being with, I already talked for 9 minutes. Okay. One is self-connection, like being with yourself and like understanding who am I, and having a business built around me. Like the people who join my one-to-one programs, they are building businesses. They're just like the people who invest at that level, at this level. They are people who are entrepreneurs. They are people who are building business around language learning, around teaching a language, around like those things. And that's also where the language learning really comes in, is that I'm just like, I'm fucking phenomenal at supporting language teachers and building their businesses because of my language experience and my business experience and my personal and professional development experience. So this is what this program is designed for. And building a business is like an expression of yourself, even if you're teaching, let's say, Spanish or French or any language or something that's not teaching a language, but having like at the core, making it you, a way that you love doing. So it's like, this is me, and this is my language, and this is my business, and this is me, and making money doing it. So this is, yeah, guiding through, like, this is who this is designed for, and this sales page going through, this is me, like, this is a video, here we go. Getting really into some, like, crystals and candle and sage and all that good stuff. And then these are the modalities that I use. So neuro-linguistic programming, Kundalini yoga. Oh yeah, and there's a couple up here. Energetic alchemy and body movement. So a lot of just like free flow, like, yeah, like I feel good. I want to move. I want to dance. I want to like get into it, and like all of that. And then specific movements, like, take me a long time to get to like free flow, but specific movements of Kundalini yoga that are structured and that are guided for people to strengthen themselves mentally and physically as well, because those two work hand in hand. And that's really where I tie back into like my karate studies, is that those two pieces so close, right? When we are more physically strong, we're more mentally strong. We're more mentally strong. We're not always more physically strong, but when we develop physically, develop mentally, and we develop mentally, we tend to have like a desire to get more physically strong. And then the 2, when we build the 2, we're unstoppable, right? We keep growing, and it's a really beautiful thing. So yeah, this is this program, my 1-to-1. This is going to stay up here on my site. This is the investment level. As I mentioned, this is a top tier program, and this is a lot of my time. I only take on a few of these at a time, and this is not my main business model because this is not scalable. I can only work with a few people at a time, whereas with my courses and my programs, like, that is infinite. People can come into those, especially like the Enchanted Garden at the bottom tier. Infinite number of people can come in there. I can support them, and then at the other tiers where I'm doing more live components, those I do have a little bit more limited, but still I can support a lot of people that way. This is for the few people who just absolutely fucking love my work and want to work with me 1-to-1, like talk to me every day in voice notes and have coaching sessions with me each week and have all these pieces, right? And like personalized pieces created for them. And yeah, I work really closely with these people. It takes a lot of my time, a lot of my energy, and this is what that's worth right now. And yeah, so then the application here. Okay, and then this takes them to my scheduler here. And so this is a 30-minute call to apply. And looks like I need to open up some more of these on here for this month because I do actually have more time than that. My schedule just shifted a bit. But right now, so they go in, they click on these, they're like, I want to book this. And then from here, they go into the application and they fill all these out and they love writing. And this is really good too, to have this so I can see kind of where people are when they're coming in. And yeah, even if they're any level that they're at, then I can see that. And then I can see from the quality of their responses too, how committed they are. And then for the most part, like anyone who really goes through and applies, I've structured this in such a way that the people who do apply are people who are just want to work with me, and they're people who value this work and who are willing to put in the work and the effort, and they just come through. And yeah, so this is here, this is open right now. This is open to you if you feel like you're one of these people. If not, that's cool too. It is a high level investment and intensive time. It's a lot of time on both sides. The people I work with in this, they have invested a lot of time as well. Now down below, this is where everyone really comes in, and where like I can include more people, and what makes my business really sustainable is having this variety of structures. So I have over here, this like scribbles over here. Yeah, I have the Enchanted Garden, which is going to be opening up soon. And right now, soon, like within the next couple months. So right now I'm actually bringing people in, and you know what, I'm gonna create this, by the time I have this video up, a Google survey, and I'll put down in the description of this video for like people who want to come in. This program is currently being built, but you can come in already. And this program is really, really cool. I'm really excited about it because it's so accessible, and because like not that many people like are as invested in the 1-to-1 and have the financial means for 1-to-1, but at the Enchanted Garden it's really, really accessible because I'm planning on starting it at, I'm planning on doing like a 33, a 77, and then like a 222 offer. And that's going to be really cool because at that bottom level, at that $33, that's something that I learned within my Linguist dojo. And I was talking to so many different people, like the price point, I played with different things. I played with like a 111 and a 222, and I like these numbers, these like repeat numbers. So I played with these different numbers, and I talked to a lot of different people, and what I found was that like the $30 to $40 price range was a really comfortable spot for a lot of people. Now, that's not something that I can do like 1-to-1 work for because it's just not. However, I thought like, how can I make this really accessible to people? And that was what I came up with the Enchanted Garden, having that level. So that's the bottom tier of that. And This is gonna be really cool. So we've got different names for these tiers, and I'm still playing a little bit with those, so I'm not gonna release those yet. But Enchanted Garden, yeah, it was like Enchanted Forest, Enchanted Garden. I was like, which one feels really good? Yeah, and so Enchanted Garden, okay? And so that's the bottom level, and at that level, what happens is people come in, and at that level, they're within the Discord group. Still like thinking about, okay, Discord, Facebook, what feels really, really good, and I think Discord does. So I'm shifting there, and that's where I want that to be. So what this is gonna look like is having the Enchanted Garden, and you know what? Let's like draw this out because I know I'm really visual as well, so you guys have something to look at. So we have the Enchanted Garden up at the top, and then we have these tiers that I was saying, right? We have $33 price point, and that down there at the bottom, that is gonna be like that's the bottom tier. And then we have the 77, okay, and that's gonna be in the middle. And then at the top we're gonna have this 222, okay? So we've got these 3 tiers, right? And then what's gonna happen here is that on the bottom, this is Discord, and within here too, this is recorded lessons. So we have like lessons, recorded though, only recorded, and they have Discord access. So that's how people at this level have access to me, is that they have Discord. I'm in there, you know, responding, checking on people, like seeing how conversations are going, and also like just looking at the lessons, you know, questions, things that come up around there. And then we have in the middle, we have the middle tier, which is the 77, and then at that tier, so what happens there is that this does have live components to it, and this is going to shift. This is going to shift a bit. So like right now, what we have is the Kundalini, like Kundalini practice and yoga, and so that's what's going to be in there right now. And then as I progress in my own training, that is going to shift, the little arrow there, to include activations. Yeah, so this is going to be really, really cool. So at this middle tier, this is going to shift to include activations in Kundalini, which I love. Like, I've only done them so far as myself as an activist being activated, and having those 2 levels. We have the Kundalini practices, yoga. Basically, I'm gonna have yoga classes in there, and then I'm gonna have all of these pieces, these yoga pieces, and these mindset pieces, all of these things, like coming back to language learning for a minute here, that are not like do this to learn language, but do this to become a more in-tuned, self-aware person who understands how you learn, how you operate, what you need, what you want out of life, and bring that back in to language learning. Okay, but my practice now is really personal and professional development at that level that can then trickle down into all these different areas, including language learning, but also every single aspect of our lives. And so I'm so excited. And then the 222 level, the $222 level. So that is a higher tier. And at this level, again, not as many people because of the price point, but also much more accessible than one-to-one. And this is essentially group coaching. At this level is group coaching. So here we have this, the group coaching, and then everything else below this also within that. So this is here, the 77, that's like here's the join in part, like here's the normal one that people join into. And yeah, so that's really cool there. And then the 33, this is like, man, I really want to join, but I am just not in a financial place where I can invest at that level, or, you know, I want a lower place to start, or maybe for people who live in somewhere else where the exchange rate is just really drastic. And it's tough because this is all, again, US dollars because I'm based in California. And yes, that's the Enchanted Garden. That is one part, right? One part of business model. That's like the core. So the other cool thing here is that within this Discord group, we have the Enchanted Garden, and then all of my courses that I make, including the Linguist Dojo. So if we look here, we see within here, there is going to be a section where people can go into the Linguist Dojo curriculum as well. And when I am feeling like I want to run live courses, those are also available. And I'm looking at like how I can, for people who are in there in Enchanted Garden, have like a discounted rate for joining into these other programs because they're already paying that. And I want it to be, this is again where it's like really tuning in into like what's going to feel really good for this structure, and something that I can commit to for a long time is that having this structure of the Enchanted Garden, and then also having these live courses that I'm going to run, like the Linguist Dojo is built already, so that can stand on its own for people to come in. But maybe I want to run it again at some point live for a couple months or however long I feel like I need it for. And then I'm building another program. I'm building my resilience program, and that I'm going to build live and then have as a curriculum that people can run through independently. And then I'm going to build more and more and more and more and more programs. And so that's this live component over here, the live courses. And I want people to have an opportunity to buy into those from either outside the Enchanted Garden or within, but people who are within to have like a significant discount on their buying in since they are already paid in. And also having that to where it's an extra, so that if I don't want to run live programs for a while, if I just want to focus on Enchanted Garden, on YouTube content, on different content, on my own projects, aside from live programs, then I can do that as well, and I'm already honoring all of my commitments. And yeah, so that's a really good way that I found to be able to do that. And okay, we're still going. So that is the main component that I'm building right now. And now this part is somewhat built already, somewhat goals, like things that I'm going to build. And so products, I already have products. I have my digital products right now in the study shop. So I already have my products, and some of them. And he's clucking, woofing. Okay, so I have my products within the study shop, and those are like my language journaling, my super study plan, all of these things here. Like these are all in the study shop, and these are like pretty comprehensive already. And these, so this part of my business is really cool because it's already done. They're created, they're the Google Drive, and then they're linked to the files. People buy the files, people buy the, you know, the product, and then they get the file through Google Doc, and it's done. I don't have to do anything for these. They're already done. These are a one-time purchase, and they are like a lower rate. It's not a ton of money coming in from this side, more of the, but it all works together within this business model, and having all of these different pieces, and also allows me to really be like my full multi-dimensional self while I'm creating. And so we have products, and we have digital products and physical products, and oh, and also becoming bilingual. That is considered one of my digital products because I sell the ebook. And so we have all those, and then my physical products I'm really excited about, and this is something that's going to come a little bit later, like after I get more income coming in through my Enchanted Garden and through my courses, and I feel like I can designate a bit more time to this because these are things that I create, like especially going into my herbology practice, which I'm really excited about, and haven't entirely started yet because I'm focused on my Kundalini and neurolinguistic programming and all of these different pieces that I'm learning. I was really focused on my karate to get my black belt last weekend, and yeah, it was a lot of things, and so the physical pieces are going to come a bit later. So how this is going to work within my store, within all of this that I have, right? I have the digital products, the physical products. I am adjusting my website. That's what I'm going to do today. I am going to do that today. And what I'm going to do today within my website is I'm going to adjust how the experience is coming onto it. I want to have a section for my physical products, and that's not going to happen right now because I don't have the physical products yet. And these are, again, things that I'm going to make, and yeah, I don't want to like tie myself down to specific things I'm going to make right now, so I'm going to keep those in here and on here, and just keep following to see, you know, when those come out. And the physical products, those are going to run through my Squarespace site, and it's kind of like Etsy kind of style shop, but through my Squarespace store. And then I have my programs, my coaching programs, and my courses and all of that, and my Enchanted Garden, which is kind of like coaching meets like Patreon influencer meets coaching, and all together somewhere, everything that comes out as Sarah, right? And so all of these pieces here. And so adjusting my website so that when people come onto my page, it's not like, this is language learning. It's like, this is Sarah, this is Kundalini, this is karate, this is language, this is herbology, like this is all these different pieces, and this is an expression of me, right? And yeah, so that is my website, and the revision and even the about section I think I'll go back into, and like I want to show that, and that's why I'm making this video today too. I want to show this. This is full everything that's coming through. And so this is the business model, right? Everything that generates income through my site, through Squarespace. I am probably going to invest in Thrivecart as well for my like courses and membership sales, just because I really like how that displays better. I like how that has like it's just more geared toward services, whereas Squarespace is more geared toward products, and I want both. So I'm gonna probably invest in the two. Now I have all of my fees for my website that are my fee, and all the other programs that I use for YouTube, for my music, for YouTube, like all these different things. And Thrivecart's really nice because it's like a one-time purchase, and I have it, I can use that, so I feel like that's definitely where I want to be there. Now this is all of the, like, this is my business, this is me, this is what I own, and this is all run through my site and or through my, you know, Thrivecart. I have that purchasing, but that's all me, my business, my services, my products that I sell, all of that, that is me and my business. Now where social media comes in, and like even this video, is that I want my YouTube channel to be like, I want to be a vlogger, and I want to show all of these pieces of my business and me, and like I want to go outside, I want to do all these different things, and like I just want to have this experience of when you come on here, like, wow, I get to see into Sarah's world, and I want that. And so that is what I'm creating within my YouTube channel. Now my YouTube channel is also going to be an income stream as well, and yeah, through ads. And also I've included on here too, like I want to do more sponsorships and partnerships, and I want to work with other businesses, either with other influencers or even with other brands of like products that I'm using, and so that will also be an income stream. And that's kind of like more the influencer side. And then I have my Instagram as well, where that is closer like a day-to-day you know, Instagram things, but that as well I want to expand to include more partnerships there as well, and then also have that just showing into my life, showing into these different pieces of my business, and having you guys come in. And here comes Snoopy with his little grumbles and his little rope. And Snoopy. You guys can see more of Snoopy too.